Okay, this is David Kelly G again. A couple minutes later, again, I want to give a sworn testimony here. Okay, so the nurse, the male nurse, I have everybody described on here. The male nurse is a charge nurse, and the other nurse, is an African American lady, 35. 3 to 4 kids. The male guy's got a beard. Okay, so after they forced me to take Ambien again, I got to go to my room and be calm speech. Again, so I waited in my room, I don't know, maybe even 5 minutes this time, and boy, I'm really starting to get upset. So I came out of my room, I'm a 52-year-old man, to start to complain and talk to this male nurse. And he's in his, the little office, and there's a window. And he told me to go to my room. And I looked at him in the eyes, and I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm standing here until you come out and talk to me. I think that upset him because, I'm drunk and delusional and, I don't know, disrespecting his authority. So he came out. Kind of like I asked, because I kept looking him in the eyes. And he said if I didn't go to my room, they were going to drag me. And I kind of laughed. I said, well, if you're going to drag me to my room, it's because you won't go down there and walk with me. And if you don't go down and just walk with me when I'm calm, oh, you are going to have to drag me. So Beavis and Butthead, I'm going to call him at this point, come in and start dragging me down to my room. And I let him drag me a couple feet and walk with him, and then I resist him, and I keep telling him, all I want to do is talk to this male nurse. He won't do it, they won't let me do it. So they keep dragging me. And all this is on, apparently, video surveillance, which the hospital has refused to provide me, and they've refused to provide me with any of my blood work, explaining exactly what psychedelic substance I was on and how much alcohol was in my system, which they told me I was drunk, and they have never seen me drunk, and they haven't explained what the psychoactive substance was, or the psychosis. What was the psychosis? And the right foot pain is going to be caused by Beavis and Butthead here, when they forced me down in my room, and because they're forcing me in my room now, they want to strap me down on a hospital gurney. And I keep telling them I'm not resisting you guys, and they restrain my hands immediately. And meanwhile, the baby-faced guy is grabbing my right foot, and he's twisting it, and he's pulling it, like he's trying to break it. At first I thought I had muscle damage. And I'm going to show you a picture of my foot. Hang on. Just to show you what it looked like the next day. And I've already seen my doctor, and he's given me a referral to a podiatrist. So he's twisting my foot, and they have my arms already tied down. The guy with my left foot seemed to get it down. My arms were down, but Butthead there, or Beavis, I'm going to call them both B's at this point. The Satan sleeve guy, he's got his, I don't know which forearm. So it's his left or his right, but he's got it into my temple. He's forcing me down into the pillow to keep me calm. And I'm trying to tell him, I'm calm. You got this baby-faced clown twisting the hell out of my foot. You've already got my hands down. What is taking so long? And the baby-faced guy kept twisting my foot. Well, that guy kept forcing his elbow into my temple, into a pillow to keep me calm. I'm really pissed now. I forced myself to look up at this son of a bitch, and I tell him, you're lucky you have my hands restrained, because at this point, I would punch you in the face. But when I looked up, I looked at a girl straight in the eyes, and I know exactly what she looks like. And as I told RGH, I'm not going to tell them. And I told her she was my witness to what's going on. So they finally get me restrained. And that's where the African-American nurse comes in. And at this point, I'm not even, well, I'll just say she's heavy set. I believe that night I probably called her fat. And she was African-American. However, I didn't use the dreaded N-word. I think the worst I got is I made a watermelon joke after trying to talk to her about her kids, and she ignored me. And I think I said to her, "What do you feed your kids watermelon?" at that point. No, I wouldn't even have done that after they had me tied down because that wasn't her fault. But I started asking her what time it was. I'm thinking this is 5 o'clock in the morning now. 5:05. I asked her what time it is. 5:05. What time is it? 5:06. This is 5 minutes later. I'm like, oh, I know it's been more than a minute. So I keep asking her, what time is it? 5:15. Okay, 5:15. I'm a medical health worker, and you cannot keep someone restrained for more than an hour, let alone illegally restrained for more than an hour. And then illegally restrain them for more than an hour. So 5:15. What time is it? 5:14. I'm getting pissed. 5 minutes later, what time is it? And she keeps playing head games with me. And that's where I think I probably told her she was fat. Probably fed her kids watermelon. And you'll have to forgive me. But I think if you were in my situation, you might have said something along the same lines. So finally, they released me or let me up. And all this is on video. They let me up because I keep telling people, I want you to witness this, and I want you to witness it. And I told them, I'm thinking 12 people. I only told, I don't even remember what I told Rochester General. I want to speak to an administrator once they let me up. And I'm calm, but I'm very firm about it. I don't want to see any of these, this guy with a beard who wanted to metal detect me. Well, I'm buck-ass naked before shooting me up with a substance. Yeah, I not only didn't want, but I had already been shot up on previously, 4 hours earlier. So maybe you're starting to understand why. I get upset when I think about all this. So anyway, they won't let me speak to administration. I gotta wait until the morning, until I see my psychologist. This is where the story gets worse. So in walks a younger secretary. She's a nice girl. I have a good conversation with her, but I tell her about that weird blue text that I sent. I'm like, oh, I think I was like abused when I was a kid. She's like, oh man, you gotta tell the psychologist. And at this point, after the treatment I had, I didn't even want to talk to the psychologist. I just wanted to say, yeah, I was drunk, I was on mescaline, whatever, I'm going home to get my phone. The psychologist tells me, well, the FBI had some report, I don't know, I don't even know how it came up. But then she told me Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. And now I'm really pissed. I'm like, Jeffrey Epstein killed himself from jumping off a bunk bed that was, 5 feet, 5 inches tall, and he's 6 foot. How are you going to break your neck doing that? Yeah, I got snippy with her. I think that pissed her off. So she said, well, I need to verify you got these weird texts. And I told her, and this is where I'm really getting pissed. I'm like, how are you going to verify I got weird texts? The number I was sending my brother text to was his old phone number. I don't even know his new phone number. The only person I'm going to let you call is my friend Sam. And he doesn't know my brother's phone number. So I don't know how you're going to verify I didn't send a weird text to a phone that my brother lost in an ocean. No, it fell in the ocean and got damaged. So she goes out. Well, hang on. I have to step back. Before even this happens, again, my phone and these blue texts are really concerning me. So before I even see my psychologist, I call my friend Sam. And I said, you have to get my phone. serious shit, man. I sent all these weird texts, and I have to look at them, and they're not going to let me leave. So you got to get it. It's like, absolutely, I'll get it. And then later, after I saw Rakia, Sam spoke to her, and I'm going to have to hang on it. Well, I don't even know if I have to pause it. I probably got her phone calls in one of these papers. Hang on. Let me get her phone calls. I'm going to pause this. And actually, I'm going to end this one here and wrap up how she told me one thing and told my friend Sam another. And then I'll pick up the rest of this statement, testimony, sworn court of law, whatever, statement. Thank you. This is Dave Kelly G.